Stadium. The scene a few moments ago here. Any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and Panthers. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And they give this time to the tailback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Wilson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It got his man, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. K-Rod short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
ready? 50-60 outlaw. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch. This side, baby. That's the baby side. Snap.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Come on, set. 15, line it. 15 line. Hey, lock it. Don't get nervous. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety, go.
On second down, McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
You got it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around runs. They still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He'll drop to throw. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Shit. Showing up. He's checking. Crash.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready? Hey, we go back to 48 right now. Let's go. Here we go. Check 99. Back.
2nd and 14. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, let's get this.
Back to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. He's at the 50. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 49 yards on the ground.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Got it. 56, the mark, boy, 56. Here we go.
Now it's Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Check. Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's go, D. Let's go. Check 3. Kill.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to go down again. Brian Burns providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 15. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. McCaffrey following the penalty, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check. Hey, high 7.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Check the backer. Under 10.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. In this first half, as they're going to him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 12. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And down inside the 15, shy of the 17 yards on the play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Recon, 132 fighter. Look, squeeze. Watch the twist. Jim.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
56 is the mic. 56 the mic.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
There we go,
Here's McCaffrey. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Here we go. Listen. Touch 50, touch 50.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. That one a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
56, Mike.
This time Wilson will throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Check back. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, this one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Slam.
And they give this time to the tailback. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second and 11. That's to McCaffrey, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Come on, QB, come on.
They'll look to throw here. Going to throw right side here, complete. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Spins past it, going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Got it. 48 Mike. 48 Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, check 24. General West.
2nd and 13. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
19.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson, that's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
Come on, alert.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Where? 56. Mike's 56.
Here's Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 39.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Check. Reload. Hey, 0. 59. 59. All day, baby. All day.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
We got double up. Check nickel. Big rip.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 23 yards the pickup there. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Switch. 80 weapon. 36.
Looking to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Play action. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
59. I got it. 59 mark. Check. 59. Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Mike's 50. 12. 50.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, Sam off. Tight dog. Check safety. Check. X3. 218, chopper. Ready.
2nd and 10. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
Ready? And logo. Look at me. Door. Yep. He's coming. Double up. Joker. Mike's 54. Mike's 55.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe, because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Seahawks' 26-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. 54. Go, go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 50. Get it.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this is caught. He hits more. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Set 50, plant. 54, Mike. Run it. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, let's go.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
On the double. Mike 54. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
He'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Patrick Owasor drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Not today, you are. Not today. 4 down.
On first down, it's Miller. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
56. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Alert. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line.
First down, Seattle.
Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Check.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. McCaffrey trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check. Fresno. Watch twist. Watch check. Check your hot read. 25. Look. Squeeze. Now.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set, ready? 10-2 stop. Don't say nothing. 48 mark. Watch the screen. Pass. Switch. 61. Matchbox lights. Check 50.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go, here we go. 10 over.
48 to Mike.
Get it.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Wilson to throw. And an alley to run. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. On second down now, it's Miller. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Hey, 4 down.
Rush in. Alert. Deeper.
56, right there. 56.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Throwing now is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Come on,
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game.